Well, hello, everybody.
Hello.
Alrighty then. So, who would like to do the recap from
Uh,
our glorious misadventure with the Baneblade last session?
oh boy, misadventures. Good question. Who wants to go for it? Any takers? And any takers at all?
Sorry.
No, man.
Well, all I remember is the Bane blade fell into a hole, and everybody's marched up to try to save it. And now there's a great big buttload of greenskins coming their way.
That is in fact correct. I guess to go ahead and express it more, last time we were shelled by, rocket artillery from the orcs, causing a few explosions, but mostly a whole bunch of duds. Following that, we took the Baneblade out here, pressed a lot of the PDF to go forward as our meat shield, particularly at threat of being shot in the back, until it formed up enough of a clear path for the Baneblade to go straight forward and hit some sappers and fall into a hole. At which point the mechanic, the Adeptus Mechanicus, decided, you know what, it's a great time to rush to their death, went out to the crater, and encouraged our, sergeant and, commander, I suppose was the title, to both charge in and do something about it. And
Yeah.
that's about where we left
There you
off. Protecting the tank.
Having everybody climb on top of it because, you know,
Why
why
not?
not? Let me
Alright.
just grab something real quick because it occurs to me the sergeant didn't show up.
Mm-hmm.
So let's alter that real quick.
It's hard to get all of them in frame. That's unfortunate.
Right, zooming time.
Alright. Hey, there we go. Now we just gotta name them so that they actually appear different.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of which... So it's me and Alexander up here. Where's Jort?
Right here.
Okay, you're just kind of like blended into the camo. I see now.
Yeah.
Good camo.
Yeah. Alright.
I am one with the tank.
You have become Omega
Certainly about to
Tank.
be.
Truly the superior being. Alright. So, go ahead and put us into the action. What's gonna happen?
Alright, let me just click some buttons real quick because I just found out this is a thing I can do. Adding
Oh.
nameplates.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
You do also have to give permission for us to see it, which is another one of the, tabs there.
Oh my goodness.
I know, you have to, like, permit it, like, 5 times in a row. It's great.
I can't tell you how many campaigns I've played where, like, I thought the names were visible for everyone, but it was just me.
Oh,
Sounds
yes.
about right. Right. Alright, so no one gets to see these, but I can. It's fine.
Okay. Oh, no, I can see Commissar Hartley. That's perfect.
Oh yeah? Can you see the sergeant?
No. see the
He's
commissar.
probably just... Oh, yeah.
What about now?
Now I can! Sergeant Johnson.
There we go. Alright. Away we go. So, I don't recall us rolling our initiative, so
Mm-hmm.
let's get it started. From the top, just click on your token, do the roll. I will roll for these orcs by group.
Oh, I wasn't sure that
Because-
the character sheet actually had a role, was the main problem.
Oh, the character sheet doesn't, but I think you can still highlight your character and roll initiative. If not, we can just put it in manually.
Yeah, I wonder, does that work? No, that sure doesn't. That opened up a completely different thing.
Well, in that case, just tell me what you all roll.
Alright, so 1d10, and it is plus our agility.
Oh yeah.
Is my agility terrible? No, it's not.
Is it plus your agility or just your agility bonus?
Agility bonus.
Agility bonus. Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have an 8, not a 9.
I'll forgive you.
Just this once.
In
Imagine
case it
being
matters, I
fed.
rolled a 9.
Ooh, that's not too good. Alrighty then.
Yup.
Oh no, not the exclamation point question mark.
The left horde and the middle horde.
Apt names, to say the least.
Oh, yes. I will get very familiar with them very soon.
Well, hopefully not too familiar.
Oh, yes, of course. Let's try doing this. That'll kind of work. Alright. Does appear
Alrighty
as
then,
though-
top of the order.
Yup.
So-
Hey!
Scipio, this, considering all the training you had to go through,
Mhm.
this was not exactly a situation for which you are necessarily unprepared, but to find yourself actually in a crater surrounded by a horde of orcs. It's, well, this is going to be a defining moment of your character, one way or the other.
Yup. Well, one way or another, we'll get to see how well this works out for me. And
Oh,
right
yeah.
now, the first thing on Scipio's mind goes right back to training. He goes, how far away is everything? Damn far away, that's the answer. On this side of the
Indeed.
vehicle, I have cover. On this side of the vehicle, I'll have absolutely nothing, and it'll be terrible, terrible experience unless I have Alexander work as my bullet shield. So, if I want to do something preemptively, I'd probably have to reach and use my powers, by pushing. And I think as, we've learned before, but have not seen yet, that pushing always causes something to happen.
Yeah, it always causes something. Not necessarily something.
Not
Game
necessarily
end.
something good.
Correct.
I have a question, Mr. DM, sir.
Okay, what
Okay.
is your question, Mr. Player, sir?
So we are we're in a hole, right?
Mhm.
And
Yes.
I'm standing on top of the tank. Are we
Correct.
at the same level as the orcs, or are we
You are
still?
not at the same level. You are
Okay.
about. You are a good, like 25 feet under the surface.
Oh, okay.
Now, on top of the tank, you're like 15 feet under. So,
Yeah.
Makes
a
sense.
big
Cool.
old tank.
Okay. But you know, I think I have a really simple answer to all of this. I could go into Overwatch with a las gun,
Yeah,
and
there you
wait
go,
for
that's
something to
exactly.
happen, and then react later once things have moved closer and things are more extreme. So that's probably the safest
Yeah.
opening. I will Overwatch in this sort of 90-degree arc, which kinda covers the entire side of the crater from this distance.
Alright, so you'll be opening fire on whatever comes into range?
That'll be the idea. So I'm just gonna put a blue dot on myself for now and look up the Overwatch rules, so I'll be ready when it happens.
Awesome, sounds perfect.
That means Jort's up next.
Alright. Actually, I never ordered this. But yeah, off in the distance, you can hear the sound of a booming voice going, "Forward! For the tongue taker! Let's get a new chariot!" And that is about all you see as the orcs begin pushing forward, with the right horde in particular. coming into advance. They're not going to be able to shoot this turn as they are sprinting their butts off.
But
But as they charge up, you can see a number of them starting to get ready, and I believe that puts them within your Overwatch.
yup. Just open up the book now, scrolling down, just making sure I get everything right. Definitely not like doing an aim or anything, because you can't with Overwatch. If both characters have the
For
same
a long period of
agility.
time, you can.
If that attack occurs,
Pretty sure
determine
it's like a
timing.
45-degree angle.
Yeah.
Then you just kind of.
Pop, pop.
Targets caught in the kill zone must make a challenge pinning test or become pinned. Active character specifies standard, full auto, or semi-auto. I'll just say semi-auto. Perform an attack action. This attack occurs at the same time as another character's actions, i.e. as the horde is moving up and their turn it kind of ends. So I will go ahead and make an attack first of all. So let me go
Alrighty,
ahead
then.
and pull up my gun.
You can do it, friend.
Alright, so we're going to go to hit. There is no aim involved. This is... what range is it? Short?
This should be within short range for a las gun, yes.
Alright, short range. This is semi-auto. And... oh, I do have a companion, and they can go ahead and give me the +5, I believe. And that's about it.
There you go.
Submit. 0 additional degrees of success. I got it on the money.
That's right. What are the
Congratulations,
chances?
me.
1 in 100?
Yeah, technically.
Alright, roll your damage. Were you shooting at anyone specifically, or just any of
This
them?
was Overwatch, so whomever showed themselves first.
Okie dokie.
Alright.
In that case, I'm just gonna roll a d10 because I didn't specify who would get there.
Mhm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, 1d9. Alright, you managed to shoot this little grot right up here.
Alright. So,
You monster.
yeah. Yeah, I shot an alien child. Ugh. That's the best I could probably do. Additionally, targets caught in the kill zone must make a challenging pinning test, +0, or become pinned. If I choose to evade, Overwatch ends. So, anyone within my arc now must make that pinning test to be pinned.
Alrighty. And the cool thing about orcs is that they get bonuses to resisting pinning depending on how many of them are around.
Wonderful.
So let's see how this goes.
Yeah, they might just charge in anyway.
Well, what are the chances of that, right?
Yeah, no one's ever heard of that happening before.
Let me just double check I'm doing this right. Let's see, mob rule.
That looks good.
Alrighty then.
Come on, big pinning strike.
Alright.
Come on. This is the first
You can
time I'm
do it.
actively using suppression. It's gotta work perfectly.
That's right. Alright, we're gonna roll for the Gretchen and then the other guys separately. Power is not great. There's 1,
So far, so good for them.
2. Ooh, 1 fails. Another failure. Another failure. Alright. So you watch as this guy right up here just gets bleeded out of existence. Because even with their... there we go.
Yeah, not very
Even with
tough.
their... yeah, even with their... they're actually fairly hard to kill, but there's a lot of them. So you watch as you just put a las round straight through the chest of one of these guys. Like he falls down. He's alive. He's still trying to move, but he's just completely shredded. Whatever muscles might have been there to have him continue fighting effectively have been completely incinerated by the las round. Meanwhile, the other 3 around him duck and die for cover. these two continue pressing, and let's have the big boys get to it.
I suppose I will give myself purple to indicate that I'm currently suppressing them.
Yeah, they managed to pass. Man, I'm rolling good today. You guys are screwed.
Oh boy.
Alrighty, so you managed to pin about a quarter of them, killing an additional one.
So far,
Bigby, it is your turn. Well done.
All
A
right.
psyker with a rifle. Who would have thought?
Let's see. I can see all this through the scope, right?
Oh yeah, you can see the whole shebang.
All right, then let's take care of that guy.
Alrighty.
Okay, doing my thing with the comrade, having him shoot at the feet so he doesn't get his dodge, and
Okay.
Ooh.
I get the uh, benefits of a full aim and straight
Alrighty.
on the sheet to the sniper rifle.
Alright, make your
Jump off
roll as
something to the 360 no scope.
Scipio, you watch as a round, a solid projectile round, slams into the rocks just at the feet of one of these large orc gunners, and he stops, and he sort of like as he sees that rock just shatter from the impact, he stops and he turns and he looks in a direction right as Bigby squeezes the trigger to send a round downrange.
Yeah, what's the range for me?
You have marksman, correct?
Marksman, that would be a talent.
That is a talent.
I have Deadeye Shot. Called shots are -10 difficulty. I don't see anything called Marksman. I guess it's my next purchase.
Ooh, oh, okay. So you haven't got it yet. So in that case, this would be long range for you. So not quite extreme just yet.
Yeah. A tough shot, but you've made them before. I'm sure you can do it.
Right,
And just
so
remember, you do get the benefit of a full aim. It is a
I've
passive talent.
already taken that into account. Now, because my called shots are at -10 to difficulty, should I just add a 10 to that, or
So
how?
So right now, it depends. Do you just want to shoot him anywhere, or are you trying to pick a specific point on the enemy's body to target?
I guess I could just shoot him anywhere. So just standard.
Yep. And are you using those special couple rounds that the commissar had given you, or are you just going with the standard?
I had forgotten about that, so let's use standard this time.
All right, fair enough. You take aim, and as you squeeze the trigger, like you lose track of him for a minute. He paused, and normally someone when getting shot at would try and take cover. So you compensate for that. You adjust the sight, you exhale, you squeeze the trigger, right? And as that happens, the orc stops and bends over to pick up the shattered rock, and your bullet goes whizzing right over his head as he looks at him, tosses it over his shoulder.
Shit. He spends the rest of his turn saying shit.
Alrighty then. Let's see here as the middle horde runs up, gets right up to the lip. Ooh, it also occurs to me I need to roll for a certain other thing. Alright, good, it hasn't come up yet. Alrighty then.
All good.
Right, horde moved. Jort, you are up, my friend.
Okay. I'm gonna take my heavy bolter and I'm gonna try to shoot that guy right in front of me,
Big
the
guy?
orc.
Alrighty.
Uh, all right, so I guess I'll half aim, and then this is standard range because he's like 15 feet up, or
Yeah, what's the range on your weapon?
150. So
150, and you are busy being a weird guy with a gun. So no, that was actually short range. You're well within half.
okay, cool. All right, here we go.
Ugh,
Ah.
if only you had your fate.
I don't think I have a fate point. I think I spent it for something.
Fair enough. Alright, the middle horde did their move. The question mark does something mysterious. Meanwhile, you see your staff sergeant, Staff Sergeant Johnson, or is it Jones? Staff Sergeant Jones. There we go. Change that. You watch as Staff Sergeant Jones looks around at everyone, looks at the psyker, straight up drop a greenskin with a single shot from his las rifle, then looks at you, Jort, just spraying the side of the hill with your heavy stubber, or your heavy bolter. And as he looks at you, he goes, God damn it! Jort, I didn't give you the biggest gun in the fucking armory just so you could go repaint some fucking dirt. You put that lead on target, or I swear to God the commissar's gonna have another word with you, son.
All right.
He's
I'm out of companions, but
And start killing the real players.
yeah. You heard me. And he is going to attempt to inspire you for your next attack. We
thank you,
will
Serge.
see how he does. And then he is going to attempt to issue the get them command to your group.
Ooh, well, he's got all of his rolls.
Yeah, so it looks like you now have a +10 on your next attack there, Jort. Meanwhile, everyone can add +4 to their attack rolls when they succeed. And if you
Nice.
added in that little bit of coding, it should show up as an option just automatically.
All right, all good.
Dokie. Alrighty then. So, order. Left horde is finally up. Oh wait, actually, forgot. Also has to act, as does the commissar. Commissar is going to do his very best to aim and fire at the enemy. We will see how he does.
I suppose it's also worth asking when the Bane Blade goes.
After all of this,
Got it.
so he takes his shot and manages to delete one of the little ones.
Nice shot.
He only has so many of those bullets, and he wasted a lot of them on his own troopers. So,
Reload, man, reload.
meanwhile, let's see how the Aegis does as that front group runs up. You can see that a number of the little smaller greenskins, the Gretchen, some of them have rifles, some of them have rocket launchers, and the heavy bolters begin to try and angle up to try and get an angle on them, but just the angle of that turret makes it almost impossible. They let a few bursts go that slam into the hillside, kicking up dirt, but it's relatively ineffective. Let's see. However, the autocannon is going to be able to take a shot.
Come on, cannon.
Semi-auto. See if it can delete anybody.
Nice.
Yeah. Alrighty
Dang.
then. So you watch as these front three Gretchen just disintegrate. And you can hear over the loudspeaker, no, the commander from the tank itself going, "Good news, we should have the main gun operational in 6 seconds. Hold out, boys. The thunder's coming." And you can hear in the background, it sounds like he's playing some sort of ancient music just sort of over his own internal speakers. You can literally hear a guitar like, wow, as somebody slams one of the shells home.
And here I thought he'd start playing Ride of the Valkyries or something.
Oh no. This is very much more. You can make out a couple of the lyrics. You're pretty sure you hear somewhere in there the words thunderstruck.
I suppose classic takes on a different meaning 40,000 years in the future.
Oh, indeed. All right. So the left horde is going to advance.
Yep, time for them to take up position and scare everyone.
Oh yeah. And you can actually watch as there are indeed more orcs starting to approach from the back.
Ooh boy.
Wave after wave. Alrighty then. You are up.
Well, joy of joy. It's me again. And now I'm looking at the situation going, well, they're really at the furthest bit of my effective range for what I want to do, but I'm going to do it. And that's going to be, I am going to try to dominate these sets of orcs right here. Or rather, the two big orcs and the Gretchen. One of these.
Alright.
They will
Got
be
it.
in range, but I will have to push myself to a psi rating of 5, a push of +3 here, in order to reach them. However, this also means it's going to be very powerful and highly effective.
Fantastic. Do you have your what is it, the manifestation chart? Hold on a second.
Don't have it up right now, unfortunately, but we're
Thank you.
definitely gonna
I
need
have
it.
it for you. Don't worry
Good.
about it. So you are pushing, correct?
Yep, I am pushing. My psi rating now counts as 5. And I get, oh, that's +10 for the phenomena roll, which we'll cover in a bit. I need to make a focus power check, which is going to be, for this, is willpower, and it's going to be opposed willpower, by the way. So, I have 5 psi rating. Each psi point gives me 5, so that's 25, and then my item gives me 35. It is very unlikely that this doesn't work. 2.2 ranks of successes.
Ooh.
So,
Oh, that's close.
yeah, so looking pretty good so far.
Oh,
Next step, the psi power will happen. Nominate a number of targets. Done that within my line of sight, and I've nominated 3 of them. Targets that fail to resist the power must follow a simple command from the Psyker. So, let's see the resistances.
And this is... Alright, this is just straight willpower rolls, correct?
That is right.
Okie dokie. Let
They are
me...
merely in opposition to me. So it's possible they could do really well, or they could fail really terribly. That's 1 orc. That's also success, and that's also success. So I got 2 orcs and a Gretchen.
Oh, yeah.
So, the example here
Hold
is
on, for the,
Go ahead.
for the middle one that was 2 degrees of success, did they pass or fail?
This is opposed, so I assume because I have 2.2, that's greater than 2.
There you go. Alright, do it.
Okay, so, the example here is, quote, attack your friend. So I'm going to go ahead and give command, attack the middle orc.
Alrighty then.
This command must still be achievable in a single round, and it'll happen when they go. Or at least I assume it is. Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Awesome. So the 3 on the far side.
Yup. And I guess the
I
little
can
wretch
dig
in the
it.
back is just going to be very confused. Also,
Well,
because
that's
I
how
have
we do.
done something other than continue pinning them, those others are not pinned anymore.
Noted. Noted.
Oh, and then
All
terrible
right.
psychic stuff happens.
Nah. So roll me 1d100 plus 10.
Alright. I'll go ahead and type that in.
And just tell
1d100
me if you
plus
get
10.
higher than 75. Just tell me
Only
what you roll.
45, so we're still on the small table, I think. Or
Awesome.
are we? I don't know.
As
Seems like
you power through, as you summon the sort of chaotic forces of the warp and you harness it and you mold it and you give it focus and direction and intent,
push to the very
other people
limits.
around you start to watch you as Jort, you watch as the your what's the name of your bolter again? Helga or something?
Betty.
Betty? You watch
Yeah.
as Betty, there starts to be this strange red liquid oozing out from sort of the grooves. And as you look around, Scipio, you, even though your eyes are closed, you can also feel something wet starting to come out of the sides of the rocks itself as blood begins to pool out of just stones, out of the treads of the Baneblade, out of the weapons of your comrades. Just this small amount of blood begins trickling out, staining their hands and skin. You can actually see one of the soldiers on top of the tank that's firing slips a bit as he tries to position his leg. What the fuck is this? I've been hit!
And meanwhile, just behind them, they can just hear, like, the squeaky voice of Scipio just going, I command you!
You see, you see the sergeant just looking.
He's on back. So yeah,
All right,
let's see how that goes.
Bigby, you are up, my friend.
All
And
right.
as you are looking through your sights, you can actually hear a voice over top of you, and you glance up and you see 2 sentinel scout walkers, these sort of armored chicken things that you had walked by before, and you hear a familiar voice going, "Hey, well, hello there, friend. Laying down on the job, are ya?"
Yeah, still
And
busy. Still kicking ass, taking names.
as you look up, you see not just one of the ratlings from before, but the other ratling as well, as they've come out in these armored scout vehicles. You go, right, so is that Baneblade still in one piece then? Or is this just going to be another effort in futility?
I'm seeing works drop, so I'm pretty sure it's still in one piece.
Ah, well, we'll see what we can scavenge, huh? Right, well, eventually we're going to have to upgrade you into a bigger piece of machinery. And he just sort of taps his machine as they start jogging towards the fight,
That
leaving you
would
to
be
your own
lovely.
devices.
And for my part, I'm going to do the same thing with the comrade, giving me the bonus of not allowing the enemy to dodge.
Okie
This
doke.
time there is going to be a called shot. It's going to be to the tank of the flamer.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah,
You can do it.
we
I
got the
believe in you.
magic coming.
So I'm using the called shot button in the input value, but I'm going to add plus 10 to my basic attack to make up for half of that.
Okay.
You got this. Hey!
Yeah.
Palpable hit.
All right. Roll your damage. And remember, you have get them, so there is another 4 on top. Oh, Jesus.
Oh shit.
There's 4 on top of that. And do I roll again because I got that 10?
Well, you roll me, yeah, roll me 1d5. So effectively, targeting the gas tank doesn't actually do anything, but because you rolled Righteous Fury, if you roll a 4 or 5, okay then. So, Alrighty then. So let me just pull this guy up, make sure that this makes sense. Well done, my friend.
It's like that mission in Call of Duty World at War. You're just shooting the flamer guys.
Yeah. Alright, so that's pen 3, but it's also an additional 4 for get them, so you just dealt 18 pen 3 and knocked him into critical 4 for the gas tank, which I'm going to say that's not actually a gas tank, that is an ammo, sort of like a giant thing of bullets or DACA
Oh,
food.
it's an ammo drum. I thought it was a flamer tank. Okay.
It is not a flamer tank. It is just like a giant collection of belted ammo. But you managed to put a bullet right into the back of it, and not only do you shoot the ammo, it actually goes straight through the ammo, still hits the orc, but you also manage to set off a couple of the rounds prematurely as he starts just sparking off rounds. So I'm going to have everyone around him take an additional 1d10.
Ooh boy.
5. And you watch as his gun is more or less slagged. He can still shoot, but he's going to have to reload soon as you break the ammo belt. He takes the shot, and I have to use a calculator because I am not great at math. This is why you should, for all you kids at home.
Stay in school, kids.
Oh, yeah.
Do binomial theory,
Alright.
kids.
It's the only way to be sure. Alright, so you ignore his 2 armor, which is great, leaving him with 6. Awesome. Alright, you watch as this bullet digs deep, and you can see him just go, ah! Ah! And he looks around for him, but then you see as he starts to raise up his weapon, you see his eyes just sort of roll over through your scope as he shifts his weapon over towards his allies. Unlimited power. Alright, meanwhile, the right horde is going to open fire with their stuff. They have the big shooter, so let's see what happens. They can't aim because they are orcs. Short range. Full auto. Yeah, not so much. You watch as soon as he starts to pull the trigger, he gets a round off before the entire link of ammo just sort of falls apart from the damage Bigby did, and just tick.
Well, that's one of them failing. Let's see if the next one can do any good. With
Alright, the next
-7.5,
one.
they don't have a good chance of hitting in the first place. Jeez.
Yeah, no, they have a 24% chance at best.
Though, these are big chain guns. I wonder if they'll just happen to suppress. I don't know what their properties are, so.
I believe you told them to attack.
I did.
Yeah, effectively, these big shooters are worthless. Like if they hit you, you're done. But that's about it. Meanwhile, the Gretchen is going to. 'Cause I believe you also had one Gretchen.
Yep, one Gretchen there.
Alrighty, the Gretchen is going to take aim, and actually, you know, none of that. I'm gonna give them the basically the surprise bonus because the orcs don't realize they're being shot at by their friends. No aiming, because orc. This one should be a little bit more likely to hit as all the DACA start streaming their way. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, wow.
And you see one with a rocket launcher just aim, shift, and
Jesus.
hits this guy right in the middle.
Oh,
27, 10, 9. Even with his true yeah, he's not coming back from that.
Oh,
So you watch as he just, as the rocket hits him, he just goes. He literally just explodes, not even in a fountain of gore. You just watch as his 2 boots are sitting there and his big DACA cannon rolls down the hill.
Brilliant. Oh, that worked out so perfectly.
Well done.
Of course, there are non-mind controlled ones there, so they also get stuff to do.
This is true. Let's see. So those are those 3. You watch as the Gretchen move up. It's not quite a firing line, But they do what they can is they all open fire on your group. I'm going to put a penalty on as effectively you have your own soldiers that are trying to suppress fire as best they can.
Mhm.
But let's see what happens with these Gretchen. Also, I need to figure out how many of them have rocket launchers.
Hopefully not many more. Please not many.
Oh, three out of 3 possible rocket launchers. One of them has fired, so there's only 2 that can fire. But the Gretchen are gonna begin opening fire.
Let's see where this goes.
Before that happens, because they're just sort of running up to the lip and firing, I'm gonna roll one. Let's see, how many people do you have there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9 and 10 will be reserved for the Gildan. 2. Alrighty then. Let's see what happens, folks. Sniper rocket. They can't aim because they're orcs.
It's a turn where they're gonna do a whole bunch of damage.
Oh, you watch as this soldier up front is turning, shooting. He doesn't even look as this rocket launcher. You can hear the commissar saying, "Hold fast, Jenkins!" And Jenkins stops and he just freezes as he lets the rocket hit him rather than the tank.
Startled more than anything there. Oh, dear.
Excellent job, Jenkins. Even in death, you are serving the Emperor. But you are down 1 soldier. I'm not going to roll damage because
Because
that
we've
would
seen
be
what they
silly.
can do. No armor
Makes me a
pen
little more
needs to do
scared
a
of the
minimum of
Gretchen.
10. I think there's a minimum 9.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
anyone is dead on
3d10.
minimum.
Yeah. So, well, not on minimum, but close enough.
Yeah.
Because it's 3d10 plus 6, pen 9. So,
Or put
all
it to
right,
crit
let's just get
space.
the. Let's see what the next rocket shoots. 9. That's targeting the. That is targeting the tank itself.
Unfortunately, it does have a lot of armor. Let's see how much.
It does have a lot of armor. It also is very large.
Can't miss it, but that's the point.
You actually could even with this. Actually, it is a very large tank. What is their ballistic skill? They're doing really good. 34. All right. When you copy the stats from the book and then throw them at your party.
Mhm.
All right. So we're gonna see if the commissar can use a reaction. See how they do with command. Not so much. He attempts to order, "Yeah, bro, in front of the rocket," and then the rocket hits the tank anyway from the top, dealing an amount of damage. Now, fortunately for you guys, apparently these rocket launchers do not have blast, so you don't have to worry about that. Haha, but they do 30 pen 9 damage.
That's insane.
Which, so you watch it, what's effectively just, it doesn't even look like a rocket launcher, this one, you actually see it glowing as spirals would appear to be some sort of magnetic coils inside of an oversized trash can begin to glow red hot and project this spear of metal towards the tank. It slams into the side and just furrows straight through the armor.
Ouch.
See,
Fucking
that's,
melted Gretchens.
yep, that is the top of the armor, so that's 30.
9 max.
So it takes 9 points of damage. You can hear the commander from the inside going, "If you could please keep them from scratching the paint, it would be ideal." Meanwhile, I forgot to give our favorite tech priest a turn. Who would like to control Alexander?
I'm sure Alexander's probably just there trying to repair this thing.
One would imagine he has a bunch of bonuses to do so. He also has a bunch of penalties, so we're gonna see what happens.
I was about to open it up, but I realized I'm trying to run the stream. Someone else should do it.
I got it.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank you.
he's making progress. You can see as he actually takes off some of the treads, just using his ballistic mechadendrite. His ballistic mechadendrite is just shooting blindly, just spasmodically over his shoulder, just trying to suppress the enemy. As he brings out his las cutter and his combi tool and begins getting to work resetting the treads. But he is making good progress. Jort, it is your turn. Oh, actually,
Okay.
sorry.
So,
It's actually not. I forgot about all the guys with just regular guns. My bad.
no, you're good.
3, 4. And I believe they have to get under 50 with their weapons. So 2. Let's see who gets shot. Now it's gonna be a little bit harder here because we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 down there. So 1d8. 8. All right, that's one shot against Tim. Actually, we're just gonna have them both do that because I'm mean, and I don't want to roll more.
Yeah, that's fine. They just kind of sync up in their targeting. It's like, that guy looks like a jerk.
Yeah, screw that guy. He's a jerk. You see, as this one soldier is sort of running towards, trying to get to cover, all the Gretchens start opening up around him, just with their sluggers. And you watch as like a lot of dirt gets kicked up, but also you watch as he himself gets struck a few times
I think he should be alive
in the
from
torso.
that.
He is still alive
Nice.
because they have
Good job.
basically you're subtracting 7 from each one.
Yeah, I thought they would have that much like toughness armor. It's good.
So that's 2. Oh, he's alive, but he runs out bleeding profusely, and he's in not good shape. You're pretty sure if he doesn't get medical attention, he's probably gonna bleed out.
Well, I'll have to deal with him later.
Meanwhile, the middle hole. Oh no, Jort, you're up, pal.
All right. So I
Quiero.
think I'm going to try to shoot at somebody with a rocket launcher. I guess
That would make
if one of
sense.
these guys have a rocket launcher, I'll shoot at him.
Definitely, I'll subtract 1 from the potential number of rockets when I roll, because all of them should have a possibility of 3.
And then you said our sergeant gave me a what +10?
+4 bonus.
You have +4 to everyone's damage, +10 specifically to Jort's next roll.
Ooh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I'm the sergeant's favorite, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, shnikes. Now I believe, do you have the talent which allows you to assign multiple hits to multiple enemies?
I don't think so.
Okie doke. So you have 3. Yeah, you managed to shoot them 3 times with a heavy bolter. Actually, I believe you can do that just with automatic fire in general. But it has to be within 2 meters. So I would say you would be able to get 1 more with that burst of fire, if you would like.
Okay, yeah. I'll just take out the 2 right there in front.
Okie dokie.
Oh, I guess I should probably roll for damage, right?
That would come in handy. Don't forget to add your +4.
Right. Oh wait. I'm not rolling to hit. I'm rolling.
Just damage, and then roll again for the second one, and then again
Right.
for the third.
Let's see it.
And 1 more. You're very consistent with this.
When I
Yeah.
hit, I hit.
You hit hard, as both of these poor little grunts just get disintegrated by your heavy bolter fire.
Middle Horde not looking great now.
I
Oh,
give
no.
a thumbs up to Sarge. I did it, Sarge.
God damn, that's some good shooting there, boy. You keep that up, we might actually win this goddamn war.
Yes, sir.
And I didn't think you had anything more dangerous than them damn sandwiches. Meanwhile, the middle horde is not good. 1, 2, 3. They have 4 Gretchen left. So I'm just going to roll 1d2 to see how many rockets that means. So they have 1 rocket. As they run up and begin opening fire.
Oh, I guess those guys were part of the middle one. I thought they were part of the left one.
Nope.
All right.
Middle, cause, yeah.
They're
Yep.
They're out of unit cohesion.
They no longer get their bonuses. Alright. Sniper rocket, let's see what they're shooting at. 1d8. Actually, no, we can do 1d10 still. At this point, 7 and up would be the tank itself. So there you go. Hit. They don't get to aim. Short range.
Depending on what they are, they might only be able to hit the front of it too, which is funny.
So technically, they all get to shoot the top of the tank because they're all very much above the tank.
True. Okay.
And both the bottom and the top counts as having the same armor as the rear.
Ooh.
Wow, that was a... What did I roll? A 6? Jesus. Alright, so that is a hit. They roll damage.
That's great.
They're just going to accidentally destroy this thing with just a couple homemade rockets.
You watch as they fire another round into the top of this thing. See, that's another... That's another 9 points of damage.
When it comes back to my turn, can you roll for me?
Yeah, no problem. You watch as the rocket hits this time, and you can actually hear like someone's cry out in agony inside the tank.
2 people who need medical attention.
So it would seem. Meanwhile, let's see, how many do they have left? 3d100. 1.
Who we gonna go
H2.
for?
2. They are going to try and shoot the commissar. Oh, actually, no, that's just another random grunt. My bad.
Come on, grunts, you can do it. I believe in you.
You watch as this grunt is crawling over the side of the tank, takes a round right in the helmet, just ting! The helmet spins around, he adjusts it, goes, and this, you see Sergeant Jones go, "You're alright, get back to it! You weren't using that head for nothing anyway!" As he manages to soak the entirety of the damage.
Very good.
Alright, so that is them. Alright. Sergeant Jones is up. He is going to try and give you some inspiration this time, Scipio.
Oh, okay.
And get them. Man, he's doing good. But yeah, you are inspired. Everyone still gets the extra +4 to their damage. And, on top of all that fun, the Aegis of Gildan has reloaded and is ready to rock. This time, the Demolisher Cannon, even though it's aiming forward, isn't actually trying to target the enemies, so I'm just going to roll damage.
Right, it's trying to collapse the structure around them.
You watch as another one of these giant cannons opens up, and you can watch as it shoots right in front of the ground level again, blowing out this massive chunks as like the dirt begins to collapse in once again, and you can tell that that front gunner and the commander is attempting to shoot their way into building a ramp out of here.
And this is a forward ramp, I believe, right?
Oh yeah, there is no retreat.
Right.
Also,
That's
they can't
happening, like,
turn yet
around
because
here.
oh yeah, and it is going to open up with its, what do you call it again? Oh,
Autocannon?
here we go. That is the one. See how they do. Ooh, not so good this time. As they spray up into the air, you see the Gretchen ducking for cover. On the other hand, you do see, somewhat surprisingly, this allied guard unit charging the orcs here in melee.
Hey, we got friends.
Hooray.
Two saddle friends.
But
And you watch as
friends.
they're running up there, they have their grenades out. Everybody roll awareness that can actually see these people.
Oh dear.
Charging orcs is dangerous.
Well,
Yeah.
I won't see
So much.
exactly the suicide charge there. George can't
Nice.
see, he's too busy
My
shooting.
eyes are closed, yeah.
Fair enough. All right. Commissar Hartley reloads his pistol. The left horde is now engaged in a melee with the other group, with a lot of Gretchen on human action. And you can actually see this orc charging into the fray, completely distracted.
He just rolled up like, oi, I can't fight.
You watch as one of the guardsmen, like, rather than shoot them with the gun, just gets bludgeoned by it as they enter into this massive melee. For the most part, the guardsmen are holding their own against the Gretchen, and remarkably well, but you watch as the Gretchen start to go down, the main orc is still just pummeling everyone else there with the big gun as they all run up, shooting it point blank, stabbing it with bayonets, having quite a fight on their hands. Scipio, it is your turn.
Oh boy. Well, let's see what I'm gonna do. So, these guys have tried and failed. These guys have all fired rockets, and there's a melee going on over here.
This all seems true.
Okay. You know what? I'm inspired right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to murder this guy before he does anything else. I'm going to assail him.
Oh, that doesn't sound healthy.
It sure
But
doesn't.
remember, you do have a +10.
Ooh, yeah, that's even better. Alright, so let me go ahead and pull up my stuff. So I'm declaring my power, I declared my target, which is going to be the guy who's had all of his ammunition cook off, because he seems like he's getting kind of down there. With willpower,
Yes.
I am going to be doing this, unfettered. This is perfectly normal, so psi rating 2. So I have +10 for that, +10 for the spell, and then +10 for my ability, and then +10 because I'm inspired, correct?
That is correct.
5.3. Assail is only a single psychic bolt, it is not like a semi-auto kind of bolt. But that should
Alright.
definitely hit.
We will see if he is capable of dodging.
Plus psi rating, and then +4 because I'm inspired.
What was the roll that you had? 33?
Yeah.
So, let's look at what happens when you roll doubles.
Ooh.
Oh, that's Perils of the Warp, right?
Yep, that means more stuff's gonna happen, but at least it's not gonna have a
Oh,
+10
fuck.
on it.
But before we do that, we'll see if
Yeah.
this orc can even dodge, which I seriously doubt.
Yeah, we'll resolve that
He's
first.
just a boy. He's a good boy, but he's just a boy. They don't even have it trained. Come on, 1. No.
Nope.
You hit him.
Alright, if he manages to live this, by the way, he will be, thrown 1d5 meters away and knocked prone unless, quote, they're real big. That is going to be 11 points of damage because I'm inspired, and it has penetration too. As a large boulder from this crater will leap up into the air and then slam down like it was spiked.
Okie doke. Let's see if that kills him.
It might
Let's
very
see
well.
here.
He's taking a lot of damage.
He actually had 0 wounds left over from his sniper round that he took.
Ooh.
However, he is an orc, and he is a big orc. Let's see here.
Natural 1d5
Holy
meters.
Unnatural toughness.
Could I throw a grenade
Wow.
like that? That's a question I've been asking for a bit. I'll have to figure that out. Because that would be nice. But Assail is specifically just an
Alright.
attack, so...
It is just an attack, and correct me if I'm wrong, where did you hit?
The 33, which I'll have to open up my character sheet to look at that.